Hey y'all, I want to give some people a chance to come into the live. I got a story time for y'all. I'm making breakfast, oatmeal, cinnamon apple oatmeal, and egg and sausage. Tell y'all what happened. What happened? What happened? What happened? If you got a dusty around you and your kids, I just brush my teeth. I use benzoyl clay to brush my teeth. I'm not trying to look like Pokey from New Jack City, you feel me? I'm just trying to brush my teeth. Anyway, get my plate and stuff. Okay, make my plate. Hold on. Child, these dusties are out of control. And how can you save yourself from? Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So one of my good friends came over here for Christmas Eve to help us put up our Christmas tree. And she was telling, okay, and she came over Christmas Day to hang out. And she was telling me the night before that she was telling me the night before that she got up in the middle of the night to go in the kitchen to get something to drink. And she said that she was coming down the hallway. She looked as she was coming down the hallway. She saw her stepdaddy sitting in the at the kitchen table, butt fucking naked, butt naked, buck naked, buck naked, buck. Okay, this dude was sitting up butt naked at the kitchen table on on Christmas night. On Christmas night, she said she had her phone on her and she's usually playing music on her phone. Okay, so she decided to turn the music up a tad on her phone as she was coming down the hallway because she already saw the dude out her peripheral and she was already shocked. Like, what in the world? You know, this dude, um, hold on, let me let this cat outside. The cat keep bothering me. Y'all want to say good morning to Kitty, and I finished telling you this story. Yeah, her stepdad was sitting at the damn kitchen table Christmas night, buck naked. Okay, so just stay tuned. Let me let the cat out. Go on and get out, cat. You don't want to go out there. It's 37 degrees. You know you don't want to go out there. Silly cat. The cat got to change her mind once that hawk hit her little face. Yeah, you don't know what hawk is. I sure hate it. But anyway, let me see. I'm tired of explaining our slang to y'all, and then y'all turn around and steal it and pretend like y'all invented it. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. Move, fool, cat. This cat got to get out of here. Go on and get out. You got to get out. You got to get out. You got to get out. You got to. Go on and get out. Go on and out. All right. Cat doing too much. I can take it. All right, back to the story time. I had to come on YouTube to let y'all know about this. Let the world at large know about the Dusties running rampant. About the Dusties running rampant. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put a number 5 in the chat. If you can hear me, because shoot, I had to put that cat outside. It's trying to get it my breakfast, and I ain't on it. I'm not on it. It's a little blurry. Yeah, I got the what's up? I want to say to everybody, I will continue this story time soon as I get a confirmation y'all can hear me. If not, fuck it. Do you feel me? Fuck it. Okay, listen up, people. If you can hear me, um, you can hear me kinda. Okay, sorry. Okay, well, try to listen up. What I'm gonna do is turn off the camera. That way, I can put my mouth to the speaker a little closer. What up, dog? What up, dog? What it do? What it do? What it don't? What it do? What it don't? What it will? What it won't? Anyway, hey. Okay, let me tell y'all what happened. Okay. I turned off the camera so I can put my mouth up to the speaker a little better. Thank you, Rags. I appreciate you. One of my loyal subscribers. Some of my day ones up in here. I ain't no YouTuber. I'm a real person. I'm a real person with a telephone. Okay, I'm a real person with a telephone, and I come on here sometimes and I chop it up. That's what this channel is about. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so my good friend, one of my best friends in the whole world, came over here. She doesn't live in Longview, but she lives in one of the little cities outside of Longview, right outside of Hallsville. And she came up here to give my kids a Christmas present. But I told her we put up our Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. So we need to put up our Christmas tree first, before you surprise them with the presents, okay? And she was like cool with that. So she just kind of hung out over here and kind of sung. We sung a few Christmas carol. We sung Christmas carol and said a prayer before my little one lit up the tree. And that was real nice. We always put our Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve, and it was just nice to have her here. So the next day, she came over to say hi on Christmas Day. As we were sitting up chilling, she tells me that her stepdaddy was sitting at the kitchen table, buck naked. This dude was buck naked at the table. Okay, so she was sitting there. So she was coming down the hallway. And they have a real nice house. They have a real nice house. It's not her house. It's her mom's house. Okay. So when she comes to Longview, she comes down here and she stays with her. Hangs out at her mom's house. So she was coming down the hallway, and she saw out of peripheral. She said she saw some skin. Just straight skin. And she was like, "What in the world?" And she said, And she looked a little closer, and she said, "This dude sitting at the kitchen table, buck naked, with all his clothes in a pile in the empty chair next to him. So he had all his clothes and some of his clothes on top of the kitchen table, and the other clothes in a chair at the kitchen table. And this nigga sitting up there, buck naked. Okay, so she decides, since she said she's always playing music on her phone for the most part, she decided to turn the music up a little bit to let this dude know that, hey, somebody's put your motherfucking clothes on. So, yeah, you is right. So so this nigga sits at the table. He doesn't change clothes. He doesn't put on no clothes. He just sits there like, what's good? Nah, nigga, ain't shit. What the fuck? So she tells her mama. Her mama is angry as fuck. And obviously she dealing with this shit for years. Whatever. So she went to work on Christmas Day. Didn't have to go to work, but went to. She said, "I can pull in some extra hours and some overtime," and I think that was just her way, cause how boomers, how them boomers deal with shit. They try to pretend like the shit didn't happen, and then they know they're embarrassed to their core. But I think she just. I don't know. She was telling me all kind of stuff, because I ain't seen my friend in some years. The last time I saw her was a few months ago. Other than that, I hadn't seen her in some years before that. So she's like been catching me up on things. So she told me like they were playing Christmas games. You know how everybody is sitting around playing Christmas games. Hey, what's up, Santana? What's up, Santana? Anyway, let's move on with the story. Put some damn clothes on, man, for real. Anyway. So okay. So she was telling me, telling me a little bit about this dude. I'm trying to refrain from saying the N word and calling people, names, but fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga sitting up buck naked, looking stupid, on Christmas night of all nights. You know what I'm saying? This nigga wants to act out and be a fucking pervert. You know, that's who he really is anyway. Okay, so then she goes on to tell me, uh, that when they were playing Christmas games, like playing, you know, like little card games and board games and whatnot, you know, during the Christmas week or whatever, just, you know, just getting in the Christmas spirit and whatnot. So they were playing board games and spades, you know, card games, whatnot. And, you know, whenever he would lose, she said this nigga would start pouting. She said he would start pouting. What? This is a grown man in his early 60s or mid 60s, whatever the fuck. He in his 60s. Nigga, you too old to be pouting because you lost the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? He would be sitting up pouting. She said the nigga a sore loser. She said the nigga's a sore loser. She said he sits, I know, right? You know, this shit is crazy. And then he sits up and he pouts when he loses the card games. But if he wins, oh Lord, you'll never hear the end of it. But if he loses, he pouts, he pokes his lip out, and he's mad. She said he's a sore loser, and he don't wanna. He walks around give people the silent treatment and shit, cause he lost the game. What the fuck? You a grown ass. Well, anyway, moving. So then this what really had me, and y'all finna be mad. Y'all finna be real fucking mad when I tell y'all this. She told me the reason why she moved out of her mama's house, because I know her mama really didn't raise her. Her mama kind of raised her a little bit, but she was raised by her grandmama. God rest her soul. Her grandmother was an evangelist, and I did attend their church. So I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to identify these people, you know, because this is their personal business. But I am putting it on blast because, nigga, you know who the fuck you is. And I'm putting you on blast, nigga. You know who I am, and you know I know who you are. So if you ever see my motherfucking YouTube, nigga, I'm talking about you, nigga. Anyway, so she told me, she said that when she was a kid, that she said she didn't feel like porno movies should be sitting out for a child to, you know, have access to. And she said, you know how you just stick a videotape in the VCR, you know, and stuff like that. She was sticking videotapes and DVDs in the VCR that didn't have no labels on them. You know how it go. You know, we from that era. You know what I'm saying? You know, where, you know, you have a burnt DVD or a VHS without a label on it. It's what it is. She stick it in. She said it would be porno on there. She said she didn't see why was that left out for a child to have access to. Stuff like that should be locked away for adults or whatever. You know, for the consenting adult that has it. You know, it should not be laying around like goddamn, you know, like motherfucking peppermints and shit. It shouldn't be laying around. And so she said one time this happened to her. And she said usually she'll take it out if that happened. But one time she put a videotape in not knowing what the fuck it was. She said she heard a noise. This nigga standing behind her buck naked. What? And you a child? She said after that she moved in with her grandmother. So I wanted to voice all this to y'all during the Christmas holidays, that there's people out here that ain't shit. Okay, it's people out here that when they die, they go into hell with gasoline draws on. You understand what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's people out here right now that deserve to be busted dead in their motherfucking, both they fucking eyes. You feel me? It's people that deserve to be walking around with 2 black eyes right now. They deserve to be walking around with 2 black eyes for 2026, okay? It's people walking around here with that need to have 2 black eyes and 2 broke legs and be in a wheelchair. Right now, every time people say, "Oh, they're in a wheelchair," yeah, I don't feel sorry for everybody. I don't feel sorry for people. When I see a person in a wheelchair, sometimes I think, what the fuck did they do to somebody to get in that goddamn wheelchair? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's what I see. I can see in the spirits sometimes, and sometimes I can see clear dry land through muddy water, and I can see through the bullshit. So I just wanted to give this to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my day ones. Y'all always come on my lives when I come on here. I don't care if I've been away 3-4 years or whatever, because I do not post on the regular. Because like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. But I do come on here and I do share different things, because I do have a fascinating life and I do share things with y'all, and I just appreciate y'all tuning in to me. And y'all stay blessed, stay up. Everybody who fucks with me is a true and genuine individual. I pray from the depths of my soul that you and your children have a beautiful and blessed New Year's. I hope you're doing well during this Kwanzaa season. It is Kwanzaa. I am black, so I do celebrate Kwanzaa. And if you are of another race and you celebrate something else, good for you. You know what I'm saying? I celebrate Christmas also. If you're Jewish, you celebrate Hanukkah. Good for you. It's some black Jews. I know it's some black Jews and some Hebrew Israelites, and they celebrate Hanukkah. Blessings and peace to y'all. To my Islamic people, assalamu alaikum to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To everybody, peace on earth, goodwill to men. You feel me? That's what it's all about. Okay, so I love you all, and I'm out of here. I'm gonna say my salutation. I'm gonna cam up to say my salutation, and I'm out, y'all. I just wanted y'all to hear that. I had to put that into the universe, to the multiverse or whatever kind of verse. I had to put it out there because that shit should be, that people should be aware of what's going on this Christmas season with these dusties and these goddamn bastards. So I'm camming up just to say bye to everybody. Let me put my phone down so I can say bye. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I was at work and my phone, a bar fell on my phone, so I don't know. I'm going to do this best I can, y'all. Okay. Peace, love, and blessings. I'm out. Bye-bye.